Coal and Coke Trail FKT, out and back and one way. I just attempted it and crushed both. This is March 4th, 2025, about 3:39. Well, it is 3:39, 3:40 p.m. 65-ish degrees. It is the first 60+ degree day of 2025. So definitely a shock to the body. So I got both FKTs. Let me pull up some stats right here. So I got 9.89 miles. I think the other person had 9.86, so pretty spot on. Did it in 1 hour and 6 minutes and 26 seconds. The previous one was 1 hour and 25 minutes, so I knocked, what is that, 18, 19 minutes off, give or take whatever the seconds are. I had a 6:43 pace, which is just outstanding from what my training's been over the last couple months. Really was shocked to see how much I was able to hold up at like a race pace for that long, because I really have not ran, well, tempo / race pace at that pace probably since October. So definitely really shocking. But the legs felt good. I worked this morning, came home, took a nap after I ate lunch. Worked till 9:30, got home around 10. I ate some macaroni salad and a barbecue chicken wrap, took a couple hour nap, got dressed and headed down. It's about 48-minute drive to get here in Mount Pleasant. I was planning on doing this for a couple weeks now. I saw the kids who set this FKT up did it in December, and I've been getting a little antsy trying to get in shape to come down and do this one, because I like this trail. I actually was going to submit it this spring for an FKT, but they beat me to it. But I came and claimed it today. It's only a matter of time before it becomes official when I submit it here tonight or tomorrow. The one way was, I think, 41 minutes on the way out, so like almost 5 miles on the way out, and 41 minutes, so about 8-minute pace, 1 hour 25 total for the out and back. So I set my Pace Pro for 8 minutes flat, so it gave me a couple minute cushion, and obviously I came in way under that. That was sort of the plan. I wasn't expecting to do as well as I did that 6:43. I was expecting to stay in more like the 7:30 to 8-minute pace, and actually becoming only like a minute or two within it total. But somehow, I guess we're just gonna blame it on the weather, how well I did today, because again, that's really shocking for me to be able to hold that pace. Trying to look at some stats real quick. I had 25 seconds of walk time. No, I didn't stop my watch, but that was just like my pee break, and because I had to pee. I think it was probably around mile 6.5-ish. I just had to pee. I knew I did, and it was probably the only part of the trail where there's no houses or anybody coming. So I did that, and then I stopped a little bit at the turnaround to take pictures and stuff like that, but not stop to watch. My average heart rate was 160, so still relatively low for me. Cadence was 179. I got all kinds of funky stats because I was wearing my chest strap, so the, oscillation and stuff like that I won't say, but I got 295 ascent, 282 descent. Yeah, let's see what my best lap was. 606 was my first lap. Holy shit. 619, 626, 635, 709, 638, 649, 706, 655, 610. So pretty damn good. I had this would be number 14 at 15 FKTs for me. Just something different I'm trying, just to keep myself motivated and not have to race. And then I want to try to do some more courses for people to try this spring. But again, my legs actually felt decent. I don't want to say great, because when I first started, they did feel heavy and hot, and I was wearing my hybrid trail/road shoes because I wasn't sure how hard the trail was going to be. Could have got away with my normal road trainers actually, but I wanted to be sure because I wasn't, there's a couple, I would say like a mile or two of it is asphalt, the rest is like rail trail, so I wasn't sure how soft the rail trail was going to be, but it was pretty hard except for a few spots here or there. But the softer spots were on the way back, when I was on the right hand side on the way back and not the right hand side on the way out, if that makes sense. So yeah, definitely very solid today. There was a ton of people out on the trail. I probably passed 40-50 people at least. Most of the people were walking / jogging, a few bikers, probably 5 bikers and 3 or 4 other people running. Yeah, 4 other people running. I was the only guy running. The other 4 people were women running. A beautiful day out. I mean, the trail, even though it's hard, it's still a little wet, like on the sides, and kind of dull, just from the winter, like no real leaves and stuff like that. But yeah, just a beautiful day. And once I got zoned in, I just kept going. But again, on the way out, I was a little bit worried because I did see my pace per lap, and I wasn't thinking I was going to be able to like maintain, and I thought I was going way too fast. Yeah, so I figured I was going to blow up, so I was glad I banked a bunch of time on the way out. And then I was able to, I thought to myself, only be able to do like an 8-9 minute on the way back. I figured it was like 9, actually closer to 10. So that was a lot of relief that I wasn't going to have to push as hard. If something happened, I could slow down, catch myself, and keep going. So that was nice. Other than that, I waved to a bunch of people, like tried to wave to everybody out on the trail. Most people waved back. More people waved than they do in Ghost Town, so that was kind of nice. As I'm doing this, I'm just trying to relax for a few minutes before I head home. That 48-minute drive, so my legs don't get too stiff. Not really hungry. I did drink probably 6 ounces. I think I took that IV stuff, lemon lime, that IV, liquid IV stuff. Not a big fan of it. In general, I just wanted to get rid of it, so I put it in my bottles. I brought 18 ounces with me. Again, I only drank like 6. And I didn't drink any until after the turnaround. I'll tell you what though, I don't want to say sweaty. I was definitely sweaty and moist, because I could definitely feel it, but salty as shit. Holy hell. I could tell like underneath my armpit. It was hard to see out there, but I guarantee it's all chafed up from just the sweat, dried, and the salt. Because like my Garmin chest strap, it was all white. I never seen it that white with salt. I could just feel my face. My face feels rough. I already splashed some water on it, wiped it off, but it just feels gritty. And I could tell my pores and stuff, like on my face and even my chest, are burning a little bit just from it sweating and that salt just drying on it. Just so not having ran for a long time at that pace and just having that salt build up, and just in general, some sort of my diet got a little saltier, and then that stupid liquid IV stuff just really is salty, so that added to it as well. But even now my legs feel good, and even though I don't want to say I pulled back, but I took the pressure off myself a little bit on the way back. so that let me recover on the way back. I did hit a couple of times. I did look down, and I know my pace was starting to slow in at 7s, so I did ramp back up. But I don't think I ever really fully redlined. Obviously, with my heart rate being in the 160, I never redlined, but did teeter on that. Again, it was just a good day. This is good, basically flat FKT. Again, a couple 100 feet of gain. Just more like little bumps and stuff as you're transitioning from asphalt to rail trail and stuff like that, back and forth. Those are where the bumps. There's probably like 4 or 5 different trailheads, and I didn't think there was that many. I thought there was only going to be 2 road crossings, but there was like 4 road crossings, and I got lucky that I didn't have to stop it. Well, I stopped maybe at 1, but it wasn't really a stop. It was more of a let up real quick because I saw a car coming, so I just like slowed up enough for the time it where I didn't have to stop. So I did get very lucky with that aspect of things, because if you get a bunch of traffic, it's definitely going to slow you down. It's going to slow your momentum. You know, you have to gear up, gear down type deal. So very thankful for that. And I don't know, just all around good day. It was such a beautiful, I can't stress how beautiful it was today, and I'm so glad that I came down today to this trail to get out of the area. I haven't been here for at least a year, maybe year and a half, and I needed to get somewhere different today and run somewhere different, so it was a good choice to come do the FKT, and I got both, so the One Way and the out and back. I do have a video of the whole trail from a couple years ago, when I biked it. It's, like I said, it's a nice, you know, 5-mile trail. It's nothing amazing, but it is different from some of the other rail trails in the area. It's not completely boring. It'll keep you on your toes a little bit, and it does, you know, give you a little bit of variety of terrain and things, scenery. Like I said, road, like somehow, like as you do run through like a block or 2, you go run around a couple ballparks, and then just, you know, back rail trails and stuff like that. So it is nice. So I don't know when the next time I'll come back down this way. Probably be a while, but they have like a mural over here, a couple bridges that you crossed, stuff like that. And it's not well, when you're on the rail trail part, it's not really a hot trail, because there's plenty of shade. But once, obviously, if you're running on the road, the asphalt section, it's going to be hotter. But overall, guess that's it. I got my FKTs today, number 14 and 15, and keep plugging away at them, I guess. All right, I'm out here at the Coal and Coke Trail in Mount Pleasant. It's actually over that way. I'm going to try to set the FKT today for the out and back and one way. I'm going to use this white line as a start line. The people who had it already didn't really give a start or a finish line. And then the turnaround for the out and back is going to be the one sign / gate, like 5 miles out. That's what I'm going to use. Again, since they didn't really use any kind of markers, but I'm figuring this white line will be sufficient. So as soon as those people on the bikes go, I'm going to go here a couple seconds after they do. I got a couple people with dogs already in front of me as well, so hopefully they're still on leashes when I go past fast. Well, we'll see. It's the first 60-degree day of 2025. It's what, March 4th? I think it's today's date. So we'll see how I feel getting in 10 miles today. First 60-degree day. But again, this is where I'm at, Coal and Coke. And that's going to be my start line here in a minute. So guess we'll see. Again, that's just my reference for start and finish. Did you see me? I got 4.95 miles, 32.10 as I turned around, 99 feet again, 138 down. I'm like, let's see, I'm 7 minutes under right now at the FKT time. It was 41 at the turnaround, but I also let my Pace Pro go by like 3-4 minutes, so I'm like 10-11 minutes ahead right now. So I should be able to keep like a 9-minute pace the way back and get it between 9 and 10. So we'll see. So yeah, I should be able to crush it by 10 minutes, the overall out and back, as long as I don't hit a wall. But I also play that as a factor as well, so I could slow up some, so I don't hit that wall. A lot of people on the trail. All right, I'm coming up to the end now. I just hit 9.8. Got about 10th left. Whew, I crushed it. There's that mural. I might have to come back and take a picture in a minute. Whew. Oh, here we go. Whew. I got 9.89. An hour, 6 minutes, and 25 seconds for the out and back. It was an hour 25. 6:43 pace. Holy shit. So that's pretty good. Save it now before I forget. I used my phone for map my run on the way out. So 9.89 miles, hour 6.26. Whew. I'll take it. I'm sweaty. I'm gonna chafe under my armpit. I can feel it now because of the salt buildup. So I haven't ran that long for a while, but I'm fat. Look how fat I am. So, set both FKTs. I'm happy with that, so. Whew. All right, I'll go do my recap in the car after I cool down and take a picture of that mural. But got it done. And I think that good start and finish at this white line and then that gate is the way to go. So